7 years ago, I achieved what many people spend a lifetime chasing. I bought my first home. 10 years of grinding, saving, skipping vacations, and eating ramen when everyone else was out at brunch, it finally paid off. I wasn't rich, far from it, but I was proud. I had my own place. My own safe haven. Because I was buying solo, I had to compromise. The property was part of a shared block, but it wasn't on a strata title, or so I was told. That was crucial for me. I'm a private person. The idea of being monitored by a body corporate or getting dragged into group decisions about mailbox colors or fence heights. That was my version of hell.so. When I found the perfect place, shared block, but freehold title, I jumped. The real estate agent assured my lawyer, assured me, even had it in writing, freehold title. That meant independence. Autonomy. It was what sold me. I didn't know it yet, but I was already being lied to. 5 months in, I was finally settling into my new rhythm. Until I got a knock at the door. It was the landlord next door, wanting to talk about insurance. Seemed innocent enough, until he emailed me the policy. I opened it, and my stomach dropped. Strata insurance, not freehold. Not what I paid for. Strata. Meaning I was tied into a system I'd fought hard to avoid. Shared rules. Shared costs. Shared control. I called my lawyer, who was just as stunned. We went over everything again, emails, titles, communications with the agent. Everything pointed to freehold, except the legal truth. My lawyer, to his credit, did what he could to fix things legally. But the damage was done. I requested a meeting with the agent. I came prepared, emails, printouts, even listings that said, freehold. And you know what he did? He smirked. He refused to acknowledge any mistake. Offered zero compensation. No apology. No admission. Just cold detachment. I can't help you, he said. What's done is done. I wasn't even asking for money. I asked. For one thing, when the time comes for me to sell, you cover the selling costs. A small gesture of accountability. He offered me $1,000 to go away. I refused. A mediator even encouraged me to pursue legal action, but at the time, I was going through a major health issue. I didn't have the strength for court. So I let it go, or so he thought. I'm not someone who yells, threatens, or throws punches, but I am patient, and sometimes, the best revenge is slow. Quiet. A whisper, not a scream. So I watched. I waited. And I plotted. Late one night, while doom-scrolling Facebook, I found his profile. He hadn't set it to private. Rookie mistake. There it was, photos from a boys on tour, trip he took the year before I bought the property. Sun-soaked beaches. Boozy nights. Stupid grins. I also ran a business registration check. Found his home address, and that's when the idea bloomed. On the 1-year anniversary of the home sale, I sent flowers to his house. The note read, Dear Agent's name, remembering you, on this, our special day. She has your eyes. Love, L. That was it. Cryptic. Romantic. Suspicious. Every year, same day, different bouquet. Every note had some twisted variation. Thinking of you, darling. Can we talk? She asks about you. Still waiting for your call. Sometimes I'd send a postcard from the country he'd visited on that boy's trip, always signed, Love, L. Just enough to stir doubt. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, until about 3 weeks ago. A mutual friend of a friend told me he'd gotten divorced. Lost his home. Left his job. His wife had apparently been getting these strange gifts for years. Same date. Every year. At first, she thought they were spam. But something about the handwriting, the timing, it started to get under her skin. Eventually, she put it together. The date matched something. So she confronted him, and that's when the real bomb dropped. Turns out, the year before I bought the house, during that infamous boys' trip, he cheated on her. Worse? He came back with an STD and gave it to her. He gaslit her. Blamed her. Claimed it was a medical mix-up. She believed him, until the annual flowers and postcards started arriving. She connected the dots. And when she pressed him, he cracked. He confessed, and she left. She took the house, half his retirement, and the last shreds of his reputation. He had to sell his business. Word got out in our tight-knit community. Real estate in this area? Built on trust, and trust, he doesn't have that anymore. I never saw the moment it all came crashing down for him. But I didn't need to. The silence spoke volumes. No more listings. With his name. His Facebook profile vanished. His business website went offline, and me, every year, on that same day, I pour a glass of wine. Irariad di notas primeras sin. I smile, because I didn't scream. I didn't sue. I didn't fight. I just waited, and it turns out karma, like me, is a patient, spiteful, vengeful little b****. Sometimes revenge doesn't need fireworks. Sometimes all it takes is planting the right seed and letting the truth do the rest. He sold me a lie. I gave him a story, and now? He's living with the ending. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button and tell us in the comments, what's the pettiest or most brilliant revenge you've ever heard of?